Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Women Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello to all of my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Okay, there is so much on my mind, and I keep changing my mind on which one I'm going to start with, but I guess I'll start off with the one where people are pissing me the most off, or annoying me, or irritating me, or frustrating me. And I know they say turn lemons into lemonade, but yeah, Don Lemon gave me an idea. So, yeah, it's like they say give people flowers while they're still, So I'm working on that right now, and it does have something to do with my business. So I'm so excited. And yes, I am so close. Oh, I am so close. I am so nervous, but I am, yeah. So am the handicapable black woman. I talk everything about politics. I talk like, oh yeah, this will be in a later episode, but Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks. It was like her or the person she was interviewing. Like I have the video. It's in yeah, but it's like for some reason they tried to point out about black women with disabilities and try to act like we don't have much to fight about, nowadays. And we don't have to either be 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 times better than our competition because people are so ignorant, bigoted, and they are naive when it comes to DEI and everything like that, or they want to say, oh, you have a handicap, you're not as qualified. But then people are like, oh no, you didn't get the job. Like either they want to, like the HR want to say you're not as qualified because I'm black or female or have a disability, and or the outsiders, the ones that have not seen my resume, that have not seen my qualifications, they must say, oh, you didn't get the job because you were unqualified, and or you don't know what jobs to apply for, and or the competition, because they are either white, male, or able-bodied, they must know more than you, they must be better than you, and everything like that. And that has to do with the topic I'm talking about today. But yeah, it's interesting because, okay, this is going to be the next topic because I'm going to have a story time that explains what I'm talking about now. And I have over 700 episodes. So if you want the story times, again, I talk about politics all day, every day because I stay up on this. And being black, being female, being disabled, almost anything and everything with politics includes me, has to do with taking away my rights. And so now I'm going to, oh, and don't forget to, yeah, if you don't believe me, if you try to call me a liar, baby, 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 poor ignorant soul for one. So that's for the ones who don't believe me. Go to my Patreon. Go to my some of the stuff you get a sample for free. And if you have $2, yeah, you will have a mountain full. And I still have so many more pieces of evidence. Like, oh, if I was a lawyer, baby, oh, I got proof and evidence for days. Kim Kardashian won't be able to handle the amount of evidence I have in my love. No, no sugars, no babies, no sweethearts. But okay, yeah, so. But you're going to need to know that in case you don't believe me. You can go on and check over on the Patreon, and I leave links of it in now almost half of my episodes. I didn't start because I started Patreon I think about a year ago now, maybe, if not a year, almost a year maybe. So, but okay, let's start because do you know how many times these able-bodied white men, these able-bodied white fools try to tell me Democrats are the racist ones. Democrats don't know what they're talking about. And I find it really amusing, really just mind-boggling, speechless, but amusing. Because especially after Joe Biden said Yeah, if you don't, it's like if you're black and stuff, like the vote Democrat and stuff like that. So many white people all of a sudden want to try to say that reverse racism garbage. Look at my Patreon. Oh, do you know how many of these white fools? And okay, I'm only talking like, okay, if that hurt you, that means you're one of the white fools. So yeah, just make sure. If that hurt you, then I am talking about you. But if it's not, you know that you're one of the Underground Railroad ones, not a colonizer one. Okay, okay. If you don't know who I'm talking about with those definitions, I explained it already in another episode. So do your homework. Okay, go back. So anyway, when it comes to our history politically, when it comes to liberals, Democrats, progressives, socialists, a lot of people need to do their research, their definitions, their education, because we have a lot of poorly educated people trying to tell Democrats who they are. They try to tell us our own definitions when normally the most educated group are the Democrats. Normally, the more educated you are, the more likely you are to be a Democrat. And that's why a lot of Republicans, that's why a lot of like church people, they don't want, especially the women, to go to college. And when they tell the women, oh, yeah, go to college, but only to get a husband, they said, don't pay attention in class. That's what your favorite CK said right there, and a few of the other ones. And you can't forget that one Republican pastor who, like, in his ignorant, no good, stupid, bigoted, racist, just a he had it like his wife has to get permission to read a freaking book. Babe, I will never be that woman. I will never ask my man for permission. And one reason why he's my man, yeah, it's like, yeah, sorry. It's like, I know you don't see that I grabbed it, but I just grabbed it. It's like he got me the book that I said I wanted. And I didn't even tell him. I mentioned it on my channel. If you've been listening, you already know which book I said I'm going to read to start talking about on this show. He surprised me with it. It's like I'm kind of shocked because I'm like, oh, I was like, okay, baby, like, and do you know how more attracted to I am right now with him doing that? See, because like, yeah, I'm not one of those women. Like, yeah, I am never going to ask a man permission, but I'm going to be attracted to a man that encourages me, that understands me, that knows my passion and my drive and what I'm trying to do with my life. That's the kind of man I want. It's like, okay, so you know what? Yeah, this is going to be kind of like a dating nightmare, but with heavy, heavy, heavy political. Because, and it might be me, like, because I'm going to do another episode on this soon because I know my honey, he listens to my episodes, and he said that there were a few episodes recently where I sounded very emotional and like I was in a lot of pain. And partially it's because I keep finding news or recent news or news over the like since COVID of all of these husbands eliminating their wives or girlfriends either after divorce, through divorce. And this is why, like, breaking up is the most dangerous time for you women. And this is another reason why I keep giving you advice. Yes, I've never been married, but I've been in 5 and 7 year relationships. And the 7 year relationship, by the grace of God, COVID happened. And by the grace of God, my knee was just like, girl, like, I can't do this no more. After I had no good, stupid, idiotic doctors, but that'll be another series. I will get back to the medical nightmare, who is the villain series, because I have like I keep saying, see, it's like I'm trying too much at the same, like, I mean, not too much because I love all of the stuff, all of my projects, and I'm very creative and stuff like that. But, and yes, some of you guys are like, okay, just finish all the stuff that you've been talking about. I will. Okay, but I guess I'm so shocked and so, like, I guess part of the reason that I've been getting so emotional is that my mom, if you already know, you already know what I'm about to say. You can even say it along with me. As long as you walk like that, no one's ever going to want you, love you, or marry you. That is what my mother said. She dragged my self esteem to the point where I was dating nightmares. I was settling. I was settling. And now the guy that I'm with is I'm so glad. I made my list of standards and I stuck to those lists of standards, even though I was getting like mentally ABUSC almost every single day on dating apps, especially Scout and Meet Me. Oh, evidence is on Patreon. If you don't believe me, look at it. Men telling me you're old, you're leftovers, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're an R word, you're an N word, you're a P word, you should pass away, you should do this, you should do that. And it's like, you're scum, you should take what you can get. Oh, you have a disability? No, like, who's gonna want you to oh, one of my favorites. Oh, so you have a walking disability? So I should wait until you pass out, then take your walking aid away, so then I can do what I want with you. And if you really fight me hard enough, the only way you can get away is to crawl. That is what men have told me. That's how men try to treat me. And so, yes, I do get emotional because I know it's like being black, being female, being disabled, being into politics, having 3 degrees, working hard as a promotional model, working hard in the classroom, like teaching. And yeah, it's like I taught K through 12 and college. I've done so much. And then starting to write my novel. And when I told my 7 year no good, stupid imbecile of an ex, honey, yeah, it's like your oldest daughter read a few chapters and she thought it was really cool. Do you want to read a couple chapters? Oh, I guess I'll only read it if you actually ever publish it. And then he would mock me and put me down and say, oh, and then he wouldn't even read it, but he would tell me he can probably do better. He wouldn't even read it, but he would tell me how it's not hard to write a book. And then with a lot of these, especially white able bodied men, they would have the nerve to tell me, oh, you're writing, because I also write children's books. Oh, you wrote children's books? That's so easy. That's so dumb. That's so stupid. Why would you write a children's book? Oh, well, like in order to start reading, children, they just don't go straight to novels, right? But then they call me stupid and dumb. Do you know how many men have said I'm crazy and stupid and dumb for writing children's books? Especially white, able bodied, straight men. Do you know how many of them told me I'm stupid and dumb for writing children's books? Or how some of them told me I was a waste of time. Some of them told me I must be the R word if I'm only capable of writing at that level. Do you know how many of these white men have said that to me? Do you know? Do you know? Yeah, many. But then when I tell them I'm no longer interested in them, so then I either block them or get away from them or I don't answer their phone, then they start harassing me. Then they start really going in and trying to say, oh, you're only a black girl anyway. You should be thankful to date me. It's like, and you're like, some of them, like, I don't even like saying these words, but I'm saying it so you can get the full effect. It's like, no one's ever going to want to cripple anyway. Oh, yeah, look at you limp away. That's all you're going to be doing in life is limping. Yeah. Oh, even my baby's, yeah, his ex-wife. Oh, yeah, she tried to go in too. She tried to go in too. But I've learned, turn your villains into characters. I'm petty and I love it. Pettiness is delicious, right? Right? Anyway, people keep telling me, like, especially even um, on top of my children's books, with my novels, your main characters better not be black. No one's gonna want to read your book if the characters are black. Oh, if they're black, then they better really be black. Oh, are your black characters gonna eat watermelon or grape soda? Or are they going to be from the hood? Is her boyfriend going to be in a gang? These are real questions that I've gotten from these straight white, racist, no good, bigoted men. These are the questions. So Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks, yeah, her little, she doesn't know what Black women, especially with disabilities, what we go through. She doesn't know how we get pinpointed on a daily basis. She doesn't know how I get ridiculed, put down, judged, and just so many other things on a daily basis. But I get emotional because I didn't see my value anymore. So many people were judging me, putting me down. And then one day, on one of the dating apps, I see somebody who, he was honest, he was true, he was genuine. There was one part where I was like, ooh, warning. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I can at least talk to him. It's like, he seems sweet, possibly, you know? Yeah. And guess what? He meets all my standards. To all of the bigoted, racist, awful, terrible men who told me that since I'm Black, I wasted my time getting educated and going to college. Do you know how many white men told me that? Do you know even when like I've matched with and some people are like, oh, what about Black men? I tried dating Black men. I try, like, so many Black men tell me I'm not Black enough or I'm not Black. They say the same thing as some of these racist, bigoted white men. I'm like, Black men, shouldn't you be happy and proud that Black women are getting educated and get like starting small businesses and writing and doing amazing, extraordinary things? But no, it's like you want to keep like white people keeping us down enough. White people are keeping us down. Like, look, they're stealing our right to vote right now. So this is for all the Black men who told me I was dumb for voting and being into politics. Now, what are you saying? We have a president who had this nerve to keep saying Black jobs, calling Africa where our ancestors, our distant ancestors, are from. Yeah, yeah, called it an S-hole country. African American. That's where our people are. Like, yeah, he said that, but you guys, you're like, yeah, he didn't care. And then even from the people who are like, they're from straight from Africa. Yeah, like I've gotten a lot of hate from you guys too. I've gotten a lot of hate. Like, yeah, I haven't really brought up you guys much, but trust me, I will one day soon. Because the judgment I get from your like Democrat, like whew, it's like because your ancestors didn't go through the Jim Crow, the slavery, the drowned cities, the massacres, the desegregation, the green books, and everything, like the hangings, the strange fruit. Yeah, remember the song Strange Fruit? Yeah, your ancestors didn't have to go through that, did they? And then it's just like the sundown towns, you don't know about that. It's like the FBI and stuff like that sneaking special candy within the inner cities. And then even the history of highways and expressways, you don't know about that. And then also how two different times, oh, it's like we were supposed to get that money again during the Orange Man second, which I can't believe I'm saying the second, but that just shows how stupid so many people or poorly educated, naive, and stupid people are in this country. Because Black farmers were supposed to get, like, because of racism and things like that, some money for their farms for the second time. Not first time. Not first time, second time. But it's just crazy how many of these white men have the nerve to tell me I'm dumb and stupid for voting Democrat. And they try to tell me there's no more racism in this country. Oh, yeah, a Middle Eastern man told me, like, he's not even really like, okay, well, he's the age of a man, but he has the brain of a child. He had the nerve to say in class, racism is over with, so get over it. I wonder if he's saying that in Dearborn right now. I wonder if he's saying that right now. I wonder what he's thinking right now. But he was hanging on to that colonizer so hard, he's probably think he doesn't care. He doesn't care. But it's like, you don't know how it feels to be a Black woman in this country, especially a disabled Black woman in this country. and all the ignorance, the racism, the hatred, and the it's just ooh. But then 92% we voted, we told you. But then and I keep repeating but you guys now are keep telling us we have to help you. Now all of these other demographics keep coming back to us and they're like, oh, you need to get in the streets and protest. Yeah, remember Black Lives Matter? Whenever we did it, they said we were rioting. Now, then they try to blame us for some of the buildings burning. Like, we didn't do that. Like, okay, I'm not saying we didn't do any of that because some of these people, okay, I'm not saying we're perfect and I'm not saying and I'm saying it's like, okay, we need to tell, snitch it, snitching, get stitches and everything like that. But part of me is just like, okay, some of the people who are doing wrong, they need to, yeah, pay the consequences. See, and I'm saying that about my own people. It's like, but not all of them are our people. Some of these people would never get past the door at the cookout. It's like if they brought potato salad, it would have raisins in it, if you know what I mean. So, but it's like yeah, again, I know I'm not perfect. It's like, and that's why I try to educate myself with each of my episodes. I do my research. I try to learn as much as I can. And with this episode, I'm talking like after what happened with the Supreme Court, after what happened with Clarence Thomas, and then after what happened with the election in Texas with Jasmine Crockett, Georgia or Texas? Okay, sorry. I've been when it comes to even disability rights lately, they're trying to take it away from a lot, like quite a few of the southern states too. So like right now, like I've been doing the research on that so I can post that on Patreon. So sorry. I was like, I think it's Texas though. But anyways, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But see, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. But people kept hating on Jasmine Crockett and then saying, oh, she's like, you're trying to be hood, you're trying to be ghetto. I'm like, no, girl, like we're being who we are. It's like that little girl who, yeah, I'm not, okay, I'm a girl's girl, so I'm not going to say what I want to say because people keep trying to say how Black women are supposed to act, how we're supposed to look, how we're supposed to be. But then a lot of them want to get under the knife or dye their and bleach their hair and do all this other mess. But then they want to act and talk about and mock us with how we look and stuff. And, oh, Candace Owens had their back until it's like, oh, and they loved Candace Owens until and even the orange man. Did you see what he posted? Did you see what he did about Candace Owens? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, yeah, I almost called her what the amazing Lucas calls her, and that would have been by mistake. Ooh, ooh, yeah. I think I've listened to a few too many of his. It's like he's got good points, but ooh, yeah, some of his nicknames. I'm like, ooh, I mean, yeah. Okay, now I'm thinking about one of the memes or gifs or whatever that he puts in his. It's like, yeah, he's right. But anyways, see, I'm telling on myself that, yeah, it's like back in the day. Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, I'll talk about that. Like because there was, and I'm not the biggest fan of his, but there are some episodes where I'm like, okay, he's for the Black vote. We disagree on so many things, but we agree on the foundations. So, okay, okay. And, but yeah, when it comes to politics, when it comes to being a Democrat, when it comes to being Black, so many of these no good white men try to shut me up or put me down and call me names, degrade me, when I was the one talking about minimum wage and how we need to lift it. Remember what you said, Zach? Remember that debate, Zach, when you told me who the F cares about the minimum wage? Who the F cares about people who work at McDonald's? You said that exact thing. I don't think he'll ever listen to this episode, but if he does, I want him to know that I'm talking about him. And there's two others that, like, part of me, I'm just like, are so many of these Zacks just really ignorant and poorly educated? Because during COVID, I ended up meeting, I think, 4 or 5 Zacks that were just, at the end of the day, not that highly educated or pretty ignorant and a tad bit, or well, some of them are real racist. But, and even though you married a black woman doesn't mean you're not racist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even though you dated a black person doesn't mean you're not racist. Isn't that right, Mrs. Masher? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm talking about her too. But with a lot of these white men, it's like the way they put me down, the way they told me that it's like I am just voting Democrat because I'm black. When we had the beautiful and amazing African American woman like turn into a Supreme Court justice. She's been voting for us Americans, not just black women, all Americans. She's been trying to keep our rights as much as she could, and she tried to fight as much as she could for us to keep our right to vote. I wonder how the black men who told me I was stupid for voting feel now. I mean, because, yeah, they told me voting is stupid, but I wonder, how are they going to feel when they don't have a choice in the matter, when they can no longer vote whatsoever? I wonder how their ancestors are going to feel about them. Well, it's like, when they get to the other side, heaven or hell, I don't know. I'm not judging. But I wonder how their family members are going to be when they see them and they know that they've told me this information. And with the white people, I mean, some of the white ancestors, they're probably going to be walking up to them in heaven or hell, probably hell, with their clan hoods and stuff on, high-fiving them because they didn't want me to vote either. But that's a different story for a different day. But it's just really sad with how much hate I've gotten because I care about politics, because I'm fighting for my rights, because I care about anybody and everybody, and I have empathy for the black community, for female and feminism and our women's rights, because I care about disabled rights, the ones that are visible, not visible, the ones that are in pain, the ones that need medication every day, the ones that's going to need surgeries throughout their life, some that were born with it, or because something tragic happened, or because, like, especially the armies. Like, oh, if you were in the army and you got injured, babies, you should have everything taken care. Like, I think I mentioned this like about 100 episodes ago, how I feel like we should have special apartments. Like, and I'm when I say apartments, I mean, ooh, like nice, like moving on up Jefferson's nice apartments for veterans, especially the injured veterans, where it's like they have nurses that either live in there, stay in there, and it's like even like therapists and psychologists that live in there so that they're able to help them on a daily basis, or even if something last minute, if they get triggered or something, or even like a little, like, maybe like one of the rooms can be like if they want to pet a dog or animal or cat, whatever, and they can have their own leader dogs and stuff. So, but yeah, that's one thing I would love to do. That's one thing I think our country should do. And it's like when I was talking about healthcare for all, Zach laughed at me. When I talked about education for all, his only comment, "I'm too old for that now. That's not fair. If you started now, that's just gonna leave it for those stupid Gen Zs and the stupid Gen As. Like, how is that gonna be fair for me?" Okay, if we have that for the future, when you get old, you're going to have more people that would be able to help you and support you, especially within nursing and the medical fields, especially within technology. So, and hopefully we'll have the type of technology that would be able to help you, support you. See, I am for everybody and everybody, even like, oh, my LGBTQ, I didn't forget you, babies. I love you too. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman. I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.